because it was a different setup.
Yeah, it's StreamYard. All right, we are live.
Good morning. Good
Good
morning. Our coffee to
morning.
yours.
Yeah. Okay, let me see if I can. Where's the chat? Oh, there it is. Comments. Okay, there we go. That way, if people, um, if anybody joins us, we can see it.
It might just be us. It's okay.
That's okay.
It would just be us anyway.
I know.
We do this every morning.
We
We
do.
just don't ever turn on the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And your
Yeah.
coffee mugs are always so pretty and
Oh, thank you.
pottery. And mine's like a 40-ounce, like 7 shots of espresso. 10. It's actually 10. 10 shots of
Oh my goodness.
espresso.
Well, I'm just partial to my pottery. This one's actually an antique. I found this at an antique store, and I just love the shape of it.
Yeah.
And I've had so many people ask me, "Where'd you get that mug? Where'd you get that mug?" I'm like, "I found it at an antique store, and I have searched and searched, and I have never found one like it."
No, it's probably one of a kind. It's
Well,
probably
yeah, it came
thrown
from
once.
and there was no like, there's a mark under there, but it's just like somebody's initials or something. So
Have you ever taken a pottery class? I took a pottery
I
class in high
did.
school, my senior year, because I got out at noon. This was back in the day where, if you met all your requirements, then basically if you set yourself up for success,
Mhm.
senior year was just a fun year. And
Yeah.
you only had to attend half day. So I used to
Mhm.
get out at like 12:30 and I took a
Mhm.
pottery class. And he
Mhm.
passed me. He passed me
Mhm.
with like a D- for sympathy. Should have seen the stuff I made.
It's
Ow.
hard.
I don't think I ever threw anything or put anything in that kiln that wasn't crooked,
Mhm.
wasn't lopsided, it
Mhm.
wasn't torn.
Mhm. I made a few things, but I mean, it is hard. So
It
I
is
give
hard.
people all the props, and like that's why I do not, balk when they want to charge like $80 for a mug or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Me
People have
either.
no idea the skill that goes into making those years of
Right.
practice.
Or just getting it off the wheel.
Right?
Just getting it without slicing the whole bottom off of it.
I did that. I did that. But yeah, no, I did take it in high school. And then I also took when we lived in Alabama, there was a pottery shop that opened up there in Hartselle, the little town I lived in.
Oh,
And
nice.
he had classes. Oh, there's a honeybee swirling around my camera. It's
We
it's
get
warm
that.
here, y'all. It is like it's gonna be 80 degrees again today.
Is it?
Yes.
I think we're reaching 52, which is like a heat wave for us. It's like, oh, it's going to be 52.
Yeah,
Michiganders,
no,
get
it's
your
supposed to be nice.
shorts back out.
Yeah. Well, I had to change my clothes yesterday. I had a dress on that I had gotten and I loved it, but it's kind of a heavier, it's like a gauze, but it's a heavier gauze.
It's
And
so
it's a
pretty.
long dress. Thank you.
You'll have to
But I
do a
was so
video in
hot,
it.
I had to change my clothes.
If it's
And
cold
like
tomorrow,
even this shirt, I'm probably gonna have to change later.
yeah. If it's cold tomorrow there, you should wear it for your Shabbat,
Oh yeah.
for your
Yeah.
Bible study.
I don't think it's supposed to cool down again. Oh, let me turn my ringer off. I don't think it's supposed to cool down again. I'm gonna check now. I think we have several days of it being warm.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, not till Wednesday. Next Wednesday, it cools down to 66 for a high.
Danny was like, "Do you want me to bring in the cushions from the patio furniture?" I'm like, "Not yet. Not ready yet. Not until like it really, we're really gonna get snow. Then I'll wave the flag. But I'm
Mhm.
still holding out hope for like 52. I might go
Yeah.
sit out there with my chickens today."
Mhm. That
um,
being a little friendly.
you get that a
Yeah.
lot
Mhm.
being out there.
Mhm. Mhm.
I
Oh
know you.
goodness.
Do
Hey
we
y'all, we
have it?
just thought we would jump on because we get on here. We usually through Marco Polo and we chit chat like half the morning away.
Yeah.
And every so often we thought we'd just jump on here and do a little coffee chat and just hang out with y'all. We did it a
Yeah.
few weeks ago over on Heather's channel. And so we thought we would do it on my channel today, and I don't know, maybe we can just kind of take turns doing that.
Yeah.
It's
Once
just
in a
fun.
while.
Yeah, when we've got the time, because we're both, busy.
We're usually both walking around our houses talking with our coffee.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Gossmania said, "I love Marco Polo to chat with friends." I do too.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
it's so nice because it's sometimes you just don't have the time to sit down at the same time and do this, but with the Marco Polo, you can, um, you know, if you gotta take a
Constance
pause, you
Constance
can.
takes me around all of Arkansas. I'm
Yep.
like, where are we going today? Because we do car chats.
Yeah, it's a great time to catch up. 'Cause, you're just driving, and if I'm not listening to something, because 'cause I'm usually streaming something and listening to things all the time, Bible studies,
Oh,
all the
she's
things.
got to Marco me because I'm like, I'm
Yep, I got 'em Marco
offended.
her.
You went somewhere without me. I'm offended.
Let me catch Heather up, let her know what I'm doing today.
It started with the you getting your nails done. We
Yep.
started noticing, oh my gosh, you hit me up every time you go and get your nails done.
Mhm,
I'm like, yeah,
mhm,
where are we going today? Where are you taking me in the car?
mhm. Yep, it's like every other Thursday I was doing it. Yep. But I quit getting my nails done, so.
I do these. Have you seen the advertisements for the new Curve Life? They're called Curve Life. I think I might have thrown the box out, but I still have the. They're supposed to be like, so they're thick. So they don't the little cheapos for $6 crack on me because I'm really hard with my hands because
Mhm,
they're
mhm,
damaged. These are $10. So they're a couple dollars more, but they're super thick and they're not
mhm.
supposed to break. And so far, like, and they've been on for a week. The glue is like cement. they're they're super thick, but I'm in grief coaching classes and I do a lot
Mhm.
with the papers and like my hands, I'm like I'm hard on my hands. So
Yeah.
whenever my hands have to show, I like them to at least look a little decent.
I know. That's, doing the cooking videos, which we both do.
Yep.
It's like you want your hands to look nice, which is why for the longest time I did the acrylic. It's just, I don't
Yeah.
know, I was so spoiled when we lived in Alabama because the lady who did my nails was very like-minded with me, so we had very interesting conversations while we were
Okay.
while I was getting my nails done, and I was like, "I can't find anybody like that here," and the girl who was doing my nails, I mean, she did a good job, but she didn't say 2 words to me the whole time, which,
Oh,
okay, fine. I hate small talk with the
yeah.
strangers at the cash register, just I honestly. But sitting in silence.
This is where it's funny because you and I are polar opposite because I talk to everybody. Like I'll
Well,
talk
I
to the
tried to
cat.
talk with her, but she just wasn't interested in talking.
No.
And it makes it very awkward when you're sitting there for an hour this close, and they don't talk.
Do
So
you
it's
now?
like,
Do you keep talking? Because I have to keep talking because the silence is awkward. So I'll just
uh
keep talking. Even I'd rather talk through awkwardness than join it.
yeah. Well, I just started putting an earbud in my ear and, like, listening to a podcast. There's a podcast I listen to every Thursday because it comes out every Thursday. Well, I
Yeah.
usually listen to it the day it comes out. It's the Life Podcast, and it's, like, faith stories. It's just I love it. And so I just started listening to that because it's like, well, at least I'm doing something. But it was hard because if I had to pause it or back it up because I wanted to catch something that they said,
Yeah.
where I was at, and this, that spot has, like, no signal,
Yes. It's a dead
and
spot, dead
it's a
zone.
dead spot, and as a matter of fact, I went in there one time, and a different lady did my nails, and she was further in the salon, no
Oh,
signal at all, and I'm
couldn't
like,
listen to nothing.
"But at least you talk to me." You know? Oh gosh.
Yeah, you and I are talkers.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and it's so funny because, like, generally, I'm very introverted,
Is
you
that
know?
funny? Because I would not describe you as that.
Mhm.
I'd be like, no, she a chatty Cathy
Yeah. No, I mean, I forced myself, like,
to come out of that.
to come out of that, but then, I'll go places and I'm talking a lot and all that stuff, but then when I get done, I'm just like, "I need to recharge.
Yeah.
I just need I need a break. I need no more talking. I need silence." You know? I think they actually call that an extroverted introvert. I think they
Really?
actually, I think so. I heard something like that a while back. I'm like, well, that makes sense. I can be extroverted when I need to be,
Yeah.
but then I've gotta just go in my turtle shell for a little while
Yeah.
afterwards.
I
Hmm.
love your headscarf
Oh,
this
thank you.
morning. That's the one that I bought because of you.
Oh yeah. It was
Remember,
the
it
cute. Did
comes
you
with
get
that little crystal, like the little wreath, the
the
little gold.
headband?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's so
little headband.
pretty.
Yeah. I love that one.
Yeah, and it came with that gold metallic scarf too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's so
I do
pretty.
that one sometimes when I wear this one, and I'll braid them like I'll do the scarf narrow, the other one, and
Yeah.
then I'll braid them together. I did that a
Yeah. I
couple weeks
love
ago.
that.
Thank
Well,
you.
you are a soft autumn now
I
that we know
am.
what you are.
I
Those are
am. Which
your
makes sense.
colors.
Mhm. Mhm. Good
We got
morning,
hooked on that.
everybody.
We got hooked on that one day. I realized I was a soft autumn.
Mhm.
I was wearing colors that were like black. Black does not suit me, but I wear it anyway. So,
Well, don't we all because it's also slimming?
right? It's just a black kind of canvas, just a straight canvas.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I got to make a list of all the things that I want to come and do when I go down to Arkansas.
Yep.
So
Yep.
excited.
I know. I can't wait. That's gonna be great.
I know. I can't wait. So
And
we
because
were I noticed this morning you posted about the Northern Lights because I know that's
mhm.
what we wanted to talk about. Because the other day we're like, we should do a
All right,
coffee
y'all.
chat
If
on
you
that.
have not seen my Instagram post, I'm gonna show it to you here, but I'm gonna keep it muted because I don't know how YouTube's gonna be about the music because it's off of Instagram. I'm just gonna show you the post. Hopefully, you can see it in the camera, and just know what it is to the X Files music. Okay. So I said, well, I used to live in Alaska, and I used to photograph the Northern Lights, and this is what it looked like all the time. But now it looks like this. Hmm.
Right.
These rare 20 once in every 20-year events that just seem to keep happening anyways. And they look like that.
That's red.
That is red. Now I'm not saying that don't look pretty because it kind of looks like a flaming sunset, but
Yeah. Now, my dad lives in the UP off of Lake Superior.
mhm,
He's actually like a little less than a mile off the Great Lake. My
mhm,
boys, when they stayed up there one summer for 2 weeks, and my dad bought them. What is it, Metaluca,
mm,
the all natural
yeah.
soaps, and he would take a bar of. Is it Melaleuca or Metaluca? Is it Metaluca?
I think it's
Melaleuca?
Melaleuca,
Melaleuca,
something like
a
that.
bar of soap and a shampoo, and took them to the Great Lake. And my boys thought that that was the coolest thing that they have ever done, was bathed in the Great Lake. Well,
Mm.
my dad has a very shallow well, and he's like, I can't put up with four boys taking showers and flushing toilets. And so he took them to the Great Lake, and they got to like bathe in the Great Lake every day. And he gets the northern lights up there, off of the
Well,
lake like
yeah,
that.
northern climate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's never been red. It's never been red.
Mm-mm. No, the
So,
only thing I ever saw that wasn't that like lime green is, and I'll pull the photo up and you'll kind of be able to see it. But this was very, very rare. Right there at the bottom, you can maybe kind of see that purple edge,
oh, okay.
but that's it. That's all you ever saw that wasn't green. Or there's
Yeah.
like a little bit of white. It goes like from like a rainbow, it goes from green to white to purple, that kind of lavender color. And that was when it was like super, super strong. You had to have like a massive geo solar whatever storm
Yeah.
to be able to see those kinds of colors.
Yeah. But what we did see was bunch of chemtrails and pulses in the clouds
Hmm.
days leading up to
Hmm.
this great, you know,
Rare event.
red in the sky. And so me and Constance, here's the thing, and I was thinking about this morning when I saw your post, and I shared it over on my Instagram. There was a point in time when I started learning about weather modification and weather wars and weather being used as a weapon. When I first started learning this, I burped it out over everyone. Like, could
Mhm,
you believe this? Did you know? Like, are you aware? Like, I wanted to talk to everybody about it. And
mhm,
then there was a transition, right? To where now it's like now you find your people that you talk to about it, right? And then there's a place now where I have come
mhm,
in my because I was awakened from my slumber in 2001
mhm,
during a 9/11. But there's a point now in my life where, because there were quite a few people that I know that were talking about, the lights and how wonderful they were, that I just stay silent now. There's a part of my heart that's like, oh, yes, like I remember those days where I was just in ignorant bliss. Like, I'm just gonna give that to you. Like, I'm
yeah,
not even, don't even ask me. I don't ask me my
yeah,
opinion. I Because I can't lie to you.
I
But
know.
don't ask me. Just stay
That's you
sleeping.
just you smile and
Just- you don't want to know.
yeah,
I don't want to know. Have you gotten to that point where it's like it's so heavy to carry, you just
yeah,
don't even want to spread it around anymore. You're just like, you know what? God has it.
mhm,
Thankfully,
exactly,
I have my faith, right? Everything
exactly.
is as it should be. Nothing is out of order. He
Mhm,
is sovereign over all of it. And so if you are not aware, it's okay. Just don't be aware. Don't ask
yeah,
me.
it's okay, it's okay. I like what, S. Lample put here, it has something to do with the comet not comet, that's presently behind the sun.
Yeah. Yeah, the comment is
Which
behind
you
this.
said exploded, but yet now you can see it again.
Yeah.
How does that
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I will be right
Yeah.
back. I'm gonna grab another cup of coffee. See, this is why Heather was smart and she got her big mug this morning. I'll be right back.
My big giant one. So yeah, I just kind of gotten to the point where let me go to the comments here, that I just don't, it's kind of like, I don't know, how do you guys feel? Do you ever get to the point where you're like, just don't ask? Yes, the lights are so pretty. The sky is so pretty. Go take lots of pictures. Go enjoy it. God is so good. Because those definitely are not the northern lights that at least I've grown up with. Yeah, are you there, Lisa? Yeah. Where it's just like, but just enjoy the bliss of just not knowing. Because once you yeah, Dad, just don't ask me because I can't lie to you. But if you don't know, God is good. He's sovereign over it all. There's nothing to worry about. I would rather you ask me about the Bible than than about
Yes.
chemtrails,
Yes.
all the way down in Mississippi. Yeah. The only thing that worries of me, that when you guys in the South really start seeing the northern lights and it bypasses Michigan, because I did not see it here in Michigan.
Yeah.
Um, I worry about what's coming. I
Mhm.
worry about what catastrophe weather wise is coming.
Mhm.
And then, of course, following Grindstone Ministries, seeing that the work that they do every time
Oh
that
yeah.
there is a weather catastrophe, and what it takes to, rescue people. And
Mhm.
I'm in that certification. I'm getting a certification for grief coaching. And there was a mutual friend. Now we've become friends. Her name's Bobby Lynn, and she lost her home in in a wildfire in and she is now a certified coach for trauma
Mhm.
victims over catastrophes like that. And
Yeah.
she's like, it's an area of trauma and grief that people overlook. You know, when we think about grief, we often think about death and dying and the loss of loved ones. We never think of the trauma and the
Mhm.
loss that comes from losing everything.
Yeah.
And then if your family all lives in the same area and you've all lost everything, you're all,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
all the
Good.
memories,
Mhm.
it
Mhm.
may, the closest thing I've ever come to that is like being robbed.
Yeah.
As a child, we had our home broken into, and I remember how violated, that, and how scary it was as a kid, but how
Mhm.
violated my mom felt, and how, just missing her jewelry, her mom's jewelry and things like that, how much it meant to her. I can't imagine losing it all in a fire or a
Yeah.
flood.
That
You know what
happened
I'm
to my
saying?
daughter in 20, I think it was, gosh, what year was that? I can't remember. It was Hurricane Michael came up the East
Okay.
Coast. And I know like Fayetteville, North Carolina was just slammed. Well, my daughter had riverfront property
Okay.
and she was able to leave work, rush home to get her dogs and grab things out of her house as fast as she could. And as she was going up, because her, like the property, the hill came like this, and then this
Uh-huh.
is where her house was, and then it went down to the river. Well,
Okay.
she had this lip that she had to get up over to get out of her driveway and get out. As she's running out to her vehicle and jumping in with her dogs and trying to rush, there was a pond that collapsed and it flooded her driveway as she's trying to get out. So she barely got out. And when she was
By the
able to come
grace
back,
of God. Mm.
yes, she came back a couple days later or a day later, and all you could see was the tip of the roof of her house. Everything looked like a giant lake. And she lost everything. And they thought they had flood insurance.
Mm.
They didn't. And FEMA rejected their claim. They had
Yeah.
no help at all.
She,
And
I,
and
I,
as a
my girlfriend
mom,
Bobby Lynn said when FEMA comes in and they offer you $1,500, she's like, when you've lost everything, she's like $1,500 in less than a week will be used up just in trying to find food,
yeah,
shelter,
I mean, look at
transportation.
hotels. How much
Yeah,
are that's like it's crazy. Yeah, that doesn't help anybody. And
yeah,
I mean, it's almost a spit in the face, honestly.
yeah, yeah.
And they said she didn't even qualify for any assistance. I'm like,
Ugh,
she lost literally everything.
everything, everything.
Everything but what she could fit in her car and her dogs as she ran for her life. I mean, and if her and she's a 911 operator, and if or no, at the time she worked at the hospital. If they hadn't
Okay,
let her off work to
to
go and
do
get her
that,
dogs, she'd have lost them too.
have
I mean,
mercy.
it's terrible. Now she's a 911 operator.
Mm,
Yeah, FEMA's horrible.
yeah, we really. I think that's the infuriating part. Like we really should be doing better for our people. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like it's a land grab. Yes. Yes. Now we speak in truth in the comment section.
I know. Look at
That's why
those.
I love your channel and your people. I told her that last night because we were like, "Do you want to do it on my channel or my channel?" I'm like, "Let's do it on your channel." Not that I don't love my people, but like your people are like this.
Oh, when I was doing that little thing on Instagram, I was looking. I wanted to put at the end of it the little emoji of the person with the tinfoil hat. You know, they don't have it on your phone anymore. They got rid of that one. Maybe
Did
people were
they?
using it too much. Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Oh, bummer.
I
That's a
know.
bummer. Oh my goodness.
But, Rambat here said, FEMA is horrible, and, it really is,
Yeah, I
and
know we do. We share people. Nana.
we do, we do,
We do. We share a lot of the same people.
we do. But, it really just goes to show you, never put your faith in government.
Right.
or the leadership or anything like that, because number
Right.
one, they're human beings and they're going to fail you. As I got a million leaves falling to the ground out here.
Yeah. How romantic. Look at how beautiful that is. That's so picturesque.
It is. But
Me, I'm
we
trying to
just,
hide my unmade bed. Oh, yeah, I haven't gotten to that yet.
but I mean, we just can't put our faith in humans. We just can't. They're
Right.
always going to fail us. The Bible talks about every government of the Gentiles, which the word Gentile means the nations.
Mm-hmm.
Every government of the nations will become corrupt. It
Mm-hmm.
always becomes corrupt. It always puts the people into bondage. And, just to go off on a little tangent here right now, because Heather and I were talking about this the other day, in the news, they're talking about uh, coming up with 50-year mortgages.
Yeah, that was another thing we wanted to do. We
Yes,
wanted to talk over coffee because I'm like, girl, we got to talk about this with the
I know.
peoples.
50-year mortgage, when at the same time they're saying the new
Crazy.
average age for a homeowner, someone buying their home for the first time, is in their 40s, like 40, 41. So if you're 40, 41 years old and you have a 50-year mortgage, you will never own your home. The odds
Never.
of you owning your home are very slim,
The
which means you're going to be renting from the bank
yeah,
and the state, because you got to pay your property taxes for the
yeah,
rest. That's called serfdom.
yeah,
And all I could think was, that Bond villain dude over there in Europe. You will own nothing and you will like it.
yeah, yeah.
Because that's what they want. And then they're talking about, what was it?
That's the
12, 15,
solution.
yeah, that's the solution. Like 15-year auto loans, or 12 year, I can't remember, it was 12 or 15 years for auto loans.
I
Who
mean,
even has a I'm like,
pretty soon, Home Depot is going to let you take out a credit card for 10 years on appliances, knowing that appliances now are only built to last 5 years.
right, right.
That's what the Whirlpool man told me. He works over at Home Depot now, but he worked like 30 years at Whirlpool. And when he retired, he said, "Oh, I had to keep working." He's like, "I retired, but yeah, I started noticing I had aches and pains because I wasn't working." So he's like, "So I work at Home Depot now, part time." And he helped
Staying
me pick
mobile.
my washer and dryer because I had brand new uh top loaders. I had the top loaders. I loved them. But after the accident, I went to lift up laundry out of my washer and I re-broke my wrist. I
Mm,
don't know if I ever told you that. And
mm-mm.
so I had to go back in. They had to take out. They were like, "What did you do?" And I said, "I was just lifting laundry." And my surgeon was like, "You need front loaders on pedestals. You are never allowed to lift up wet laundry, not with your wrists." So I had to buy new.
Yeah, Tammy said we don't own it
Anyway,
anyway.
so I
We
went
don't
there
pay
and I'm like,
taxes. They totally get it.
I need help. Whatever you pick,
Oh,
he's like, whatever you pick, they're only built.
uh-oh. I'm losing you a little bit there, Heather.
Get still on
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you're there. Well, maybe not. Kind of coming and going.
StreamYard.
Yeah, it might be StreamYard.
StreamYard is being rude. StreamYard doesn't want us to get the news out. So anyway, so this little old man, he was like, whatever you choose, you're choosing it for about 5 years because
Yeah,
that's what they make appliances to last for,
yeah.
washers and dryers specifically. 5 years. So can you imagine going to Home Depot and then, oh, look, 10 years, you can have a 10-year, and you're going to be buying another set in 5 to 6 years.
Yep.
And you still going to owe another 4 to 5 years on the set that now is no longer usable. And
We're basically leasing
that's how they're
everything.
going to get us. That's how they're going to get us in perpetual debt.
Yep.
Just another way.
Yep. I was talking to somebody the other day, and her son was looking for an apartment. He got a job, moving out on his own, got a job, and he was looking for
Mm-hmm.
an apartment and just happened to run into this, like, I think she said he was like 92-year-old guy who just happened to have an apartment. He had a literal flyer that he'd put up somewhere. And so he's renting this apartment from this guy, and he's like, and she was telling me it's like not updated at all. It's like old Kenmore appliances and all this stuff. And the man was like, they still work. Why would I replace them? And I told her, I'm like, those old appliances are so much better.
Yeah.
So much better.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot tell you how many times I've looked on like Facebook Marketplace at older appliances, old stoves and stuff, and thought to myself, man, if that thing was like still functional, it would be so much better than what I got. Oh, my grandma's stove. It was like the wide stove. It was still only 4
Oh,
eyes, but it was wider. It had the
yeah.
slot in the side for holding like your baking pans. And
Oh,
I love that stove. And I was going through, I saw a photo of it a few days ago. And then a couple days ago, I was going through my stack of my other grandma's old cookbooks that I have.
okay.
I found a little bitty cookbook, a thin like book, and it came with one of those stoves. And I'm looking at this
Oh.
drawing of the stove, and I'm like,
There's a couple of ladies I follow over on Instagram just for their old stoves. You know, where
right?
they crank them, they pop up and they put their little sausages and then
Yes,
they put it down in the
have
broiler.
the
And I'm like,
flames, and it comes down.
yeah,
Yes,
it's so cool. So I
I
follow a couple
know.
of them just to watch them with the stove, you know.
Mhm,
Mudbrooker here on YouTube has an old vintage like cast iron stove that he
mhm.
cooks on. I
There's
just it's such just
companies,
yeah, it's incredible.
yeah. There's businesses that restore those old stoves. And Jeff and I used to watch this TV show. I think it's called Restored. It's this guy out in California. He's like Woody the cowboy, the character. He even calls people bucko. I mean, he's so corny, but
That's awesome.
he restores these old houses and they're beautiful. Like he restores a craftsman to a craftsman, or a little bungalow to a bungalow.
Yeah.
He restores these historical. But there's been several houses where he's done the kitchens and he's brought in these old stoves that have been completely restored. And every time I would see one of those, I would just drool over it. And
Oh.
Jeff walked into the living room one day, and I'm watching this, and he goes, "Man, I want a stove like that." And I'm like, "Right?" So I looked up one of these businesses that restores these old stoves. Minimum 10 grand, minimum,
Oh.
and that's for the cheap ones. And like this one business in
Man.
Georgia, somewhere near Atlanta, I think it was, where they had all of these old stoves, but they showed them, but they're not restored yet. But when you buy them and you pay for it, then they'll restore it and deliver it to you.
It is worth the money. Okay, so if we think of
Oh
it that
man,
way, that
it's
they
so
have to
much
like
money.
totally tear them down, like and rebuild
Oh
them
yeah,
with all new
amazing.
components. Who was I watching that ballerina farm? The ballerina farm. She does protein powders and stuff like that now,
Mhm,
but she has a really old stove, and I found her because of the little circle that I follow with all the ladies that do the old stoves, and
mhm,
her old stove had needed maintenance,
mhm.
and she actually filmed the guy come in, and like she had to have a burner replaced,
Mhm.
and like everything that they replaced, it is all brand new, but it's all recreated like the old school way. So
Yeah.
you do the money is worth it when you think about what it takes to restore them and
Oh
what it
yeah.
takes to then produce all the old equipment for
Mhm.
them. I mean, I guess you could buy a Wolf, right? Isn't that the name of the brand? Or Uline, not Uline. That's a
I
company
think
that
Wolf
sells
is I
boxes,
think
Heather.
Wolf is a high-end stove line.
Yeah, like you could buy one of those, but
Yeah.
if you had a vintage stove, I know yours would be green. I know you'd
Oh
get a
yeah.
green one.
Oh yeah. Totally. Totally. But I actually know somebody who has one of those real big, like expensive professional types of stoves.
Yeah,
She used to have it worked on. She's had to have it worked on repeatedly.
yeah.
And she didn't buy it used.
Oh,
And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I
yeah,
mean, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for this stove because she's
yeah,
got a really big family. So it's got like the multiple ovens, like 8
yeah,
burners, something like that.
yeah.
So, I mean, I get it, but I can't imagine. Just get 2 stoves. Just get
I
2.
was learning from my girlfriend Sonia because she's got a commercial. She's a baker.
Uh-huh.
She makes professional like wedding cakes, and like I want to order my son's wedding cake through her. The best cake I've ever tasted in my life. She made me a birthday cake for my 50th birthday and brought it over. The best cake I've ever tasted, all from scratch. She's got like a whole baking studio, right? So
Mhm.
she has a commercial. I think, is it a refrigerator or a freezer? I think it might be the freezer.
Mhm.
But she said if you put a commercial in a residential, they won't come out and fix it because you're
Really?
residential. Yeah. So she's like, even if you're buying commercial, if it's in a residence, she's like, it's a very hard to find a repairman that will come and maintenance it or repair it if you're buying it for residential. I said, I didn't know that.
That's
So all these
crazy.
people that you see, like, on YouTube that buy these commercial appliances, she's like, yep. She's like, good luck trying to find, somebody come out and fix it when it breaks down.
Mm.
I was like, I never even considered that. Huh? Like the more you know.
Mhm. Nana said, the new ones just don't last, and that is true. When we
Yeah.
lived in Alabama, I went through our homestead there. I replaced the stove when we moved in because the people had had an oven fire prior to us
Okay.
moving in. So I immediately replaced the stove, the range.
Yeah.
And it lasted about 2 years before I started having all sorts of problems with it. And trying to get it fixed was
Mhm.
impossible. So I went and bought a nicer range. Now these were electric because we didn't have gas in that house, unfortunately. And that one lasted me about 2 years, and I had to replace it again. And that was a nicer stove. Like I bought a nice one that time.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm like, you know what? I'm just getting the cheap white because see, I like a white stove. I
Okay.
don't like black stoves. They show dust. They show, they're impossible to keep looking
Stainless
clean.
too. Stainless is
Yes,
so hard to keep
yes.
clean. You guys, I
It,
gotta I gotta have my crew on. My crew being my kids or Danny, because I don't have the scrub capacity in my hands
yeah,
anymore to scrub or to lift those heavy grates.
yeah,
So, but it's so hard to keep stainless
yeah.
clean. It shows everything.
I know.
Thankfully, I have had good luck with my stove. How old is my stove now? I think 6 years.
Hmm.
Because I got it 2 years before Matt died. So yeah, it's like 6.5 years old now,
Yeah,
or just over 6 years, because I got it like in the summer, June, July.
yeah.
So just over 6 years old, and it still works great. But
Tinker said, I'm keeping my 33-year-old appliances, even with duct tape on the handle. I would too. If they're still
my
working, I would
grandpa,
place.
my grandpa had like a spare fridge, and it was the crank down handle. Do you remember the crank down handles to open up the
Yes,
fridge?
I had one of
Yeah,
those as
my
a kid.
grandpa had one. It ran strong. You
Yeah,
had to defrost it, and
yeah.
once in a while, but that thing was a beast.
I
Like,
found somebody on Instagram who does old refrigerators,
oh,
restores
nice.
old
Oh,
refrigerators,
yeah,
and
give me the link because I love watching
I'll
all
have to
that
find
stuff.
it. And you look at those old refrigerators, it's like they
Yeah.
have features that none of the ones have nowadays. Like
Yeah.
like you open the door and they would have the shelves would actually rotate out. So you
Yes.
could get everything and then would rotate back in. I'm like, "Oh,
Do you
science is
remember,
so
like,
nice."
do you remember the built-in egg holder that
Yes,
we had a fridge that had built-in egg holder,
we did
and
too.
you could pop right out, so you could like take it over to the counter and then it would pop right back in, and it was so nice. They don't make
Yeah.
none of that no more.
Mm-mm.
They make them as basic as they can.
I know, but they don't charge it basic. They're gonna charge you the high-end fancy schmancy price.
Right. And then they want to Wi-Fi it. I said, "What are you Wi-Fi in my?" They wanted to hook up the Wi-Fi for my stove, and I'm like, "Why? So I can?"
Yes.
What's
Yes.
the purpose of that? To change the temperature while I'm sitting on the couch? Well, that defeats the whole purpose of getting up and getting moving and cooking from scratch and
Yeah.
keeping active. I'm like,
Yes. My stove here, we replaced the range when we moved in because that one that was here was
yeah,
in rough shape.
Yeah.
It was I mean, it was a nice range. Like it had a double oven and stuff. It was really nice, but it was kind of beat up, and
Yeah.
the people when they installed it, they didn't convert it from natural gas to propane, so everything was way
Oh,
hotter than it was supposed to be, which meant you
yeah.
got a lot of buildup, like all throughout, like that
It's
black.
really dangerous too.
Yes,
Yeah. It's,
very
yeah.
dangerous. So we
Hmm.
replaced it with a new one, and it's a nice
Yeah.
range. It's the only one I could find that had white on the front because I like white because it reflects light. It brightens
Yeah.
up the kitchen, and
Yeah.
it doesn't show dust. But I couldn't find one at the time that was white on top. So it's stainless steel. So I have the same problem that you do. I
Yeah.
completely clean my stove and everything when I'm done cooking. You come in there the next day and you can see dust and smudges, and it's like it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, I hate the
But
fingerprint smudges.
yeah, but when we installed this one, it has the Wi-Fi settings, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not hooking this up to my Wi-Fi. Now this one has the thermometers that plug in, like
Yeah. Mine
run
too.
for the temperature.
I never use it. Never use it.
We don't either. Honestly, because the cords that come with them don't look very long. I'm like, I don't even know that that's gonna reach the food,
Right.
because it's got to plug in the side, like, of the door, like, right up
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah.
It's
Where
gotta
you
reach
put,
all the way in there, and they're only, like, this
yeah.
long.
I know. I know. I've
So,
never used mine.
yeah, no, no, because 'cause I've got my old ThermoPro. It's got the cord. I can
Yeah.
magnet it it's got the magnet in it, so it sticks to the oven door, and it's nice and loud, and it tells me when it's done.
We
So
just
maybe the
ordered our
Wi-Fi will be
turkey.
good for
We're
that,
doing
but
we're doing a fresh turkey this year. Do you do a fresh turkey or do you do frozen?
I get frozen, but
Do
I
you?
like, I drove, like, for 2 hours. Well, it's like an hour and 45 minutes one way to go to the nearest Whole Foods, and I drove up there
Okay.
and I got some organic turkeys.
Yeah.
'Cause we do 2 every year. We do one in the oven, the traditional roasted turkey, and
Okay.
then up until recently, like
Because you
a big
guys
old wood smoker out there, like old-fashioned, like,
get a smoke
you set it
one.
on fire and
Yeah.
smoke it.
Yeah.
But my husband just got a fancy schmancy smoker that's sitting over
Smoker.
here behind me, and it uses the pellets, so it's like
Yep.
all, 'cause he liked using that, but it's really hard to keep the temperature just right,
Yeah.
with natural wood fire and stuff. So with this, he can do things that are a little more delicate and not worry about it. Like he smoked my poblano peppers for me the other
I
day.
know. I know. I'm so excited.
Mhm,
I love my smoker. I originally bought it for my dad for Father's Day,
mhm,
and when he lived here with me. And then he started teaching me how to use it. And then by the time he moved out, I'm like, "Dad, take your smoker." And he's like, "No, no, I'll leave it here. And when I come back, I'll use it." But he knew that I would love it, and I so then I would like take him pictures and little videos and look, Dad, look what I'm smoking, because I smoke mac and cheese, I smoke lasagna, I smoke pizza out there. Like I put everything on my smoker, and so
mhm.
my dad was like, "I knew you'd love it, daughter." He's like, "Get good use out of it," and it did. It helped get me back up and have that passion again,
Yeah,
finding that excitement to do it again. But we deep fry turkey and then we smoke a turkey because we do two at the same time too.
yeah,
And then there'll be lots of stock making and canning. I
exactly.
have not filmed that. I need to film that,
Yes,
the weekend after Thanksgiving, and just
yes,
have like a stock day, make a stock and then film
mhm,
canning it. More like
mhm,
in a day in the life instead of like a how to.
yeah,
Sometimes just setting up the camera and just hanging out, kind of like what we're doing right now, is so
mhm.
much easier to film,
It is,
you
it
know,
is.
without all the formalities.
Mhm,
People don't realize what it takes to behind the camera to film.
I
You
know.
would think that it'd be easy, but it's really not.
No, it's
You know,
not
it's
because you've gotta
especially when
constantly
you're
be
trying to
thinking about
teach,
angles. I know, and everything that you do takes twice as long
Yes,
because you're setting up
you're
cameras,
setting up
you're
cameras.
explaining as you go, and then re-explaining because you messed up speaking, or you get
Yeah.
tongue-tied, or you get
Yeah.
interrupted by grandbabies.
And yeah, see, it would be easier for, if we didn't have kids, because you've got your grandbaby that lives with you. I've got two kids still. So like just the hustle and bustle of you're just
Life. Real life.
people coming into the kitchen,
Yep.
and it's like you're filming, so everybody's trying to be quiet, but they're also trying to live.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, and it's really tough. Like, in my situation, after when we moved here to Arkansas, there's an apartment attached to our home, and our granddaughter
Mhm.
and my son and daughter-in-law live in that apartment. Well, my granddaughter, just, comes on in, and I hear,
She loves Oma.
"Hello!"
She loves Oma.
And here she comes, and it's like and it never fails, like, I will have just set up the camera, just hit record, and here she comes, and it's like,
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is a challenge, and then also my husband works from home.
Yeah.
When he has business trips from time to time, but generally he works from home. He's got meetings going on, and so he's in there talking, he's in there, international calls and all this stuff, and it's like
Mhm.
this constant stuff going on, which makes
Yeah.
it even harder, since we moved here. Well,
Yeah.
really since COVID, because that's when his working from home thing started,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But
Just makes it hard.
yeah, it just does make it hard because I
Everything
used
that
to
I'm like,
do
oh, I want to make this video, I want to make this video, but then
I
just the
know.
logistics of it is just
Yes,
really
I have
difficult to do.
yes, I have got lists of videos to do, like literal lists of video topics that I want to do, and it's just a matter of getting the uninterrupted time to do them.
Yeah.
That's the challenge.
Yeah. That's why if we could just like turn it on and just hang out, it would be so much easier.
Mhm. Oh,
You
yeah,
wouldn't get
because
you
yeah,
wouldn't get everything in though, you know?
I
You
know,
wouldn't get it all in.
I know.
Well, this was fun. Do you guys just like hanging out during our coffee chats? Oh, Seeker, thank you.
Mhm. Yeah, we appreciate that because it is a lot of work, and really expense too. Because I
Yeah,
know I can't I actually don't even know how many cameras I've had to buy over the years,
I got to
especially
buy
when
a new one.
yep,
My focus just
they wear
it's
out.
so wonky. It's
Yeah,
so wonky.
they wear out, and just
Yeah.
from using them so much because the sensors on digital cameras degrade over time. And not
Okay.
just the sensors for the digital camera, but also the microphone itself degrades, and that's the biggest problem that I have, is the
Okay.
microphone starts degrading on the inside, and you start getting that crackling, and even
Oh, yeah.
changing the external microphone and using a different one doesn't always help it because sometimes it's the receiver inside the camera.
What camera do you use?
Most of the time I use a Canon M50.
An M50. I
Mhm,
have an M50. I have an M50. I don't know how to use it. I bought it, I think, right before our accident when I got my silver play button. I
mhm,
like, invested in like, a nice camera. And then the accident happened in my brain. And the only thing I can remember how to use
mhm.
semi is my Canon G7X. But
Yep,
she be so old. At
yep.
least she
I
opens
think I have
so.
one of those, actually.
My last one was stuck open constantly. And
Well,
so I
see,
had to replace it. But this
that's
is like 4 years old now, and
yes.
she's on her last leg. Like
Yeah.
her sound is still good, but
Mhm.
her focus is not. And so a lot of times, if you watch my videos, you'll see things go in focus and then out of
Yep,
focus and then back into focus,
yep,
and it's just the sensor on the
yep.
camera
So I
drives me
use that
crazy.
camera. I think I went through 2 or 3 of them
Yeah.
because
This
when
was
they
my
turn
second one.
on
Second or third one. This is
yeah,
second or third one. Yeah.
because the lens is inside it, so when you turn it on, it comes out. Well, when you turn it
Yeah.
off, if there's dust on the outside of it, it goes in, and now all that dust is inside your camera.
Yes. Yes.
And
And you can
yep,
try to clean it with the little,
'cause it's inside.
it's inside.
It's inside. And I ruined because, like, especially when we first moved to our homestead in Alabama, I filmed a lot of outdoor content. A lot of
Okay.
stuff. It would be covered in sawdust, and all this stuff. So I was literally buying at least 1 camera every year, and they're
Oh,
not cheap.
no, this is an $1,100 camera.
Yeah,
So like the thought of having to buy another one makes me want to cry
I know.
because, I'm thinking
Yep,
how many groceries
yep.
and chicken feed can I buy with eleven
I
hundred? A
know,
lot. I'd rather
I
spend
know.
$1,100 on a half a cow. You
And
know what I'm
that's
saying?
why
Than
I like
this.
the M50 because the lens is separate. So when you turn off your camera, it just stays right there. So you just wipe the lens off and cover it, and you're good. That's why I
Okay.
switched that. And then because even those wear out, but you can buy just the body of the camera and just keep using all your other lenses.
The
So you don't
lenses.
have
So
to replace the whole thing.
it's kind of like a Canon Rebel. I had a
Yeah,
Rebel for a long time that I used. I stopped using it because the tripods are not made for those anymore for filming. And
yeah,
it was too heavy.
yeah,
And so everything's in either this or the Apple, the
yeah.
phone.
You've got to get
So
like a high-end, heavy-duty tripod that can handle
yeah, I
everything.
do. I have a what's the name brand of my tripod? I've got a
Manfrotto?
Manfrotto.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
even those, they've got like, I think I have the same one.
do
Let me get
you?
ahead of that one.
Yeah, because it goes like to 6 feet tall.
Yeah, I have the exact same
That
one.
same one. I love this tripod. I have several tripods, but this is the one I go to all the time. And then
I like the because you
you
can
gotta
switch
have the
the adjust
little
it. Yep.
you got to have the little nut. Oh, look, we're going to teach people who aren't on YouTube. Look at,
Mhm.
so you got this is where a lot of tripods will screw into this. But if
Mhm.
you've got a really nice tripod, you need to have this little bolt and then it pops on
Mhm.
to your camera like that. And then it locks in like
Mhm.
that. And I love this thing because it's so sturdy and you can lock it
Mhm.
down just by the
Mhm.
roller ball.
Yep.
So I
Yep.
do love this. I love
But
this
don't lose
setup.
that piece.
Huh?
I said, but don't lose that piece. I lost it for a year.
And they're expensive to replace.
I
They're
couldn't
like,
even find it,
oh, I'll send you the link. They're like $25 to $30. I have
which is cheaper
three
than
of
the
them.
tripod, though.
I have three because I lose them all the time. So like there's only certain places I keep these now so
Mhm.
that I know where they are, where
Yeah.
I have two brain injuries. So
Mhm.
I forget a lot of like where I put things. So now I have two specific places that those have to
Uh-huh.
go. And everybody knows. So if they see that mom left it laying somewhere, they put it in one of those two places.
Oh, that's
So,
good. That's
but yeah,
good.
so I got to replace this. I'm waiting for it to
Yeah.
like really die on me.
Yeah. So see, I can say because I lose stuff all the time. So I can say, well, I was kicked in the head by a mule,
You
like I
were,
was,
you
or girl,
were.
menopause.
Menopause is something wicked, wicked, wicked. Although, once you get through it,
Yeah.
like I'm 5 years out now.
Yeah.
And so I'm feeling a lot better. My hot
Yeah.
flashes have decreased. I still
Oh
have to
yeah. Just
sleep with
once in a
two
while now.
fans. Poor Danny sleeps with like two down comforters. I sleep with a sheet.
And a fan on the nightstand blowing in my face every
Right.
night.
I have two fans. I have one of those tornado fans and those tornado, I think it's called, and the ceiling fan. And I sleep close to the window so I can have it cracked. My kids, my older boys think it's funny because our bed is like divided with different blankets. And I'm like, we cannot share blankets like a normal married couple because I cannot. I
Yeah.
do not put a heavy blanket on me. I will die. I will suffocate. I will
So
wake up soaking wet.
yeah, I mean, oh, well, I
I
will
hate
say,
that.
thankfully, I never really dealt with much with night sweats. Once in a
Oh,
while,
that's my
very
worst
often.
thing that I suffer from is the
Yeah.
night sweats. And
So,
I always have a fan, like these little fans, these little lollipop
oh yeah,
fans, like, and then I
I
got
have
a
the
neck
neck one
fan.
that you have that you shared about that goes around, looks like a headset.
I do. I have one, and
Love
I
that
keep
thing.
it in my purse.
Yep.
And so when I go out shopping, I just put my little neck band on.
Hmm. So we've got a few people over here. Like there's a couple people talking about the CJB Bible, which is the one that I use. It's my favorite Bible.
That
Um, People liking that. And then let's see, we've got someone asked if
what's the CJSB? Because I have the Christian Standard Bible.
it
What?
was the one I use. It's the complete Jewish Bible, but the S is
Oh, the complete Jewish Bible. Okay, I have that one too. I actually have three of those.
yeah.
I finally bought myself the navy leather bound one with my name inscribed in it on the Jewish
Mhm.
Bible, and my dog, when it was brand new, ate the binding. So
Oh, no. That's heartbreaking.
I cried.
I'm
So
sure.
I had to go back on Amazon and order blue tape so that it could blend in with the
Yeah,
smile. So that Bible, because I was like, do I get another one? I said, nope, it's a
yeah,
memory. It's
yeah,
a memory. I'm always going to remember Geddy Lee
yeah,
ate my Bible. So
yeah.
now my leather, my beautiful leather, and I had never like, other than my my spiral bound, my big Bible that I
Mhm,
bought myself for my 50th birthday.
mhm.
I had never spent like a lot of money on a Bible because I have so many Bibles.
Yeah,
I like to cross reference when I do
yep,
Bible studies. And that was the first splurge. Like, it was like a splurge. But I
yeah,
really, because I had two versions. I had a soft version, then I moved to the hardcover, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna get myself a nice leather one.
yep. That's my
Right out the
TJP.
gate, it was like less than an hour old, and it was under the bed, and he was gnawing on it.
Oh, see, it being new, it
Now
probably
you
feels
knew it was
now.
real leather.
Yes.
Because that's why he went after it.
Yeah,
And he never chews on anything, but
yeah,
man, he couldn't bypass that fresh smell of leather.
yeah.
So now it's all taped with blue tape. But I love that. I
Tammy,
love that Bible too. It's a
Tammy said, has anyone heard from, oh, from, I thought of, from Nathan Reynolds. So if anybody knows, Nathan Reynolds is this guy. He's got a YouTube channel,
okay.
Linen Railroad. So he does, YouTube videos, and he's like, the story is that he was raised like in an Illuminati kind of family.
Oh,
Later became a Christian and is very outspoken, lives his life kind of in hiding, in an RV with his family. They kind of travel all over the place. I don't know a lot about him. I just know a little bit about him, but I know he has not done any videos in a while, and a lot of people are very concerned that something may have happened to him.
has happened. I hate when YouTubers disappear like that without letting anyone know,
Yeah,
because
he's
people really do worry.
a fellow, like
Well,
very
now
much
I got to
so.
go hunt him down. We all got to
Yeah,
go hunt him down now, ladies. Go,
yeah.
and
The
go check
linen.
out his channel.
Yeah, I think his channel's called the Linen Railroad,
Okay.
because or something like that. Because he's all about linen fabric because
Okay.
of like its healing properties and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like the video that he and his wife did about like when they discovered linen is hilarious. It is so
Okay.
funny.
I'll have to make sure that's the first one I watch.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Someone shared it with me a while back, and I was rolling. And now I do love linen though. I wear a lot of linen. I wear
I
either
know you
linen
gave me
or
a link to those linen sheets. I have them on my Christmas list.
oh. Now, for years, I used Redland cotton sheets, and I still have them. They're like the old-fashioned, like your grandma sheets. They're like
Mm-hmm.
heavy, but they breathe because they're pure cotton. They were made in Moulton, Alabama, about 15 minutes from where I used to live. Yep,
Nice.
you could go to their store there, but they're amazing sheets. But then I discovered these linen ones, and oh,
I know I wanna set.
they're so nice. Sleeping on linen, because I have like linen pillowcases, linen sheets, and y'all. But I love my cotton muslin blankets. Thanks to Heather, she
You
has our
hooked
whole
on
family
those.
hooked on these things. I've got another one coming in the mail because all of my kids have gotten these blankets. Like my husband packs, rolls one up, puts it in his suitcase, and takes it with him when he travels.
Really?
Yes,
He loves them that much
yes.
too? That's
And I
amazing.
got an
That's
orange
amazing.
one, like a rusty orange colored one in the mail the other day because it to put on the foot of my bed so it matches my autumn kind of colored curtains.
Yeah.
And when I pulled down, he goes, "Oh, I like my new orange blanket." And I'm like, "Oh, no,
Now,
you don't."
have you tried the one that I sent you, the one with the
Oh yeah,
print?
I got it in my
Is
living
it
room.
the same quality? Because it's a different company.
It feels the same.
It feels the same. Okay, good. It's still the 100%. I think it's still the
Cotton muslin.
organic cotton.
Yeah,
Yeah, but man, that's what I sleep with, two of those, because I
same.
can use one, and if I get cold, I put the second one on
Yep.
top. But that's what I have to sleep in because I get too hot
Mhm.
otherwise. But
Yep. That's
those are
I do the
dream
same.
blankets.
Yep.
Yeah.
I keep the orange one folded like in thirds at the foot of my bed. So if I need it, I can just pull it up.
Yeah.
Not that I get cold when I'm sleeping very often. But y'all, this has been really fun. I think we're probably gonna have
Yes.
to cut it here because I know Heather's got an appointment she's got to meet or
Yes.
get to here in a little bit.
Yeah, at 11.
Mhm. Eastern time.
But this
Pacific
was
Eastern
so
time.
fun. Well, we have to do this more often.
We
Constance
do.
and I talk about it all the time. We're like, we should just turn on the camera because we
Mhm.
meet together and hang out together in the mornings and have our coffee. And this is exactly what we talk about.
Everything.
All the little things in our mind that pop up.
Mhm. Things in the news. Like, did you see that story about? That's like,
And I'll
and
be
we.
like, send me a link.
I know, and then we're like, girl.
And then she takes me for rides.
Yep.
Oh,
Or Heather's putting on her makeup and using me as the mirror.
I'm putting on my lashes and you take me for rides.
Yep. Mhm.
Oh, but we
But
love hanging out with you guys. This was so much fun.
mhm.
Thanks for having me on your channel, girl.
Yeah, thanks for coming and thanks everybody who joined in today. Hope we didn't go too far down any tinfoil hat rabbit trails for you today.
Right?
I think we kept it a little tame though. I think
Right,
we did.
because foil's expensive now. If you have you seen the price of rental trap? My word! I remember when that stuff was cheap. Like
Yeah, it used to be like
there's
99 cents.
there's a woman on is it I think it's on TikTok, and
Mhm.
she made this vintage, she called it a vintage, Lord have mercy, she called it a vintage dinner, and it was a 90s mom's dinner. So it was shake and bake, it was, it was Ore-Ida fries, it was canned corn, it was, and she made this whole dinner, and the people in the comment section were like, that looks fire, like 90s moms rule. They knew how to cook back in the day. And I'm like, I was a 90s mom. You were a 90s mom. Like, and so she's like, we should make this a thing. We should do like vintage 90s, recipes. And I'm like, I still cook that way. She brought out like a box of like, the scalloped potatoes. And I'm like, I got a dozen of them in my pantry. I still cook that way. I still cook like a 90s mom. That would be a fun video series to do.
Yeah.
Vintage 90s cooking.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh
Like a
gosh.
vintage mom bologna sandwiches with Miracle Whip. That's what my mom used to make me. That's 80s.
Yes, that's what I had. Yes, absolutely. Or it was fried spam sandwiches on Wonder Bread and butter.
Right, right.
My dad used to have and because my mom worked at a bank, she was a bank teller, and worked
Okay.
every other Saturday. So on Saturday mornings, it was just my dad and me and my sister, and he was in charge of making lunch for the
Oh,
girls.
okay.
He would make corned beef hash and peas, and it smelled like cat food coming out of a can. And I couldn't take it. And every time he'd make that, I'd be like, "Oh,
And
oh."
anytime your kids wanted to complain over what you were cooking, you were like, at least this doesn't smell like cat food.
Yes.
Oh, that's so funny. We should totally do a 90s video. I laughed so hard reading the comments. There were so many people that wanted vintage 90s mom cooking. And I'm like, meatloaf, scalloped potatoes, canned
Yeah.
green beans,
But you know that meatloaf is popular because it is my number one recipe on my website and has been
Is
for
it
years.
really?
Traditional meatloaf. For years, my number one recipe. The only time it gets bumped is during canning season when people are wanting canning recipes. And
Okay.
then it's bumped by my strawberry jalapeno jelly recipe or the canning how to can peppers. But
Okay.
then as soon as canning season is over, whoop, It's meatloaf, right back to the top
I
again.
don't have that many like meatloaf videos. I have one from the Pioneer Woman where because she wrapped it in bacon. Close your ears, ladies. She wrapped it in bacon.
Food
And
bacon today.
that's a very popular video on my channel.
Yeah.
Is that so yeah, I guess people do. I make the little meatball they look like little
Mini
footballs.
loaves. Yeah.
Yeah, the little mini loaves. That way everybody has
Personal
yeah,
meatloaf.
because they all fight over the crunchy parts, right? They all
Oh,
like the edges. So nobody wants the middle of the meatloaf. They all want the edges. Well, now if you make it like a little football, you have an edge all the way around and everybody's happy.
yeah.
So anyway,
Mhm.
okay, we can talk about this stuff all day.
Yeah, no. All right,
I
y'all.
love
Thank you.
meatloaf too.
Have a great Friday. Heather, do you have any videos planned coming up?
Just my workshop. My 5 piece of pantry piece workshop will be out
Mm-hmm.
on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll probably be my next one because I'm going to be working on that all weekend because that's a big informational video to
Mm-hmm.
put out. So it takes me a couple days. So that
And be sure to check out her website.
yes, because Constant built it for me and I love it so much. I love it so much.
KneadyHomesteader.com. No the,
Yes.
just KneadyHomesteader.com because somebody was holding the hostage on her.
Yeah.
And so KneadyHomesteader.com, you can find her workshop, and it's got all of the printouts, the
Yep.
PDFs
The
that go with
PDFs.
all of
Yep.
those lessons there.
Yep. I got a whole stack of my workshop right here.
Yeah,
So all
in
the
depth.
printouts, and we talk about the 5 P's of pantry piece,
Yep.
the piece of it, and stewarding our pantries and our kitchens the way that God intended us to do. And
Mhm.
so, and actually my grief coaching that's coming up is going to be around that for widows.
Mhm.
How to find your purpose and your calling again, and while you rebuild a life that you didn't ask for.
Mhm.
So as a widow, it's very easy to fall out of that and not know how to get back into that,
Mhm.
and to still be able to serve your family even while grieving. So
Yeah.
that will be over on my website too. I got to make a video announcing my website. That'll be next week.
So then
So
on my channel later this evening around 6 or so Central Time, there will be just
yep.
my Bible reading that I do. I started in the book of Genesis, and I will do this every week, Lord willing.
Nice.
Hopefully we'll get the entire Bible on video. And then tomorrow morning I'll have a live stream here with everybody. And it is Shabbat, Saturday morning, reading the
Yep.
Bible. We're in the book of Matthew. And
Yep.
it's a live stream, so there's chit chat and everything, fellowship in the comments, prayer,
And I get to moderate.
and Heather gets to moderate. Yep, yeah.
Not that you have a lot of trolls, but once in a
No,
while,
I do
we
keep
get
it.
astray.
Yeah, I do set it up where only people who are actually subscribed to the channel can comment, and that
Yeah.
has done pretty good as far as keeping out the problematic folks
Yeah.
who need Jesus in their life.
Yeah.
Every so often though, one of them will get through there, but I've got awesome people like Heather to
Yeah. There's a
pull
group of
those
us there.
down.
There's a group of us with wrenches.
Yeah. Yeah, there was one day I had a really persistent one who had multiple accounts.
Accounts following you, which is
Yes,
just
yes,
like,
and they
just
had
follow me to Jesus, please. Just follow
yes,
me to
exactly,
Yeshua.
exactly. But I gave out, I think, like 5 wrenches that day. I'm like, I'm giving
Yeah.
everybody a wrench.
Yeah. Yeah. That was
So,
crazy.
but thankfully, thank you, Father, that does not happen very, like,
Right.
that's a very rare situation.
Yeah.
But it's generally, just very sweet fellowship, and it's nice. And we do that
Yeah.
every Saturday morning. That one is
Saturday
at 8
morning.
Central Time
Yep.
ish. Sometimes a few
And
minutes
we
late.
have our coffee. It's
Got
our
my
coffee
coffee.
chat time.
Yep.
So we'll see you
So,
tomorrow morning.
yep. Yep.
Same
All
time,
right,
same
y'all.
place.
Have a great weekend. And
Yes.
just,
We'll see you next week. We'll do this again next
yeah,
week.
we'll do
It'll
this
be
again.
fun. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Bye, everybody.
Mwah,
Mwah.
mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.